What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to week number 5 of top 10 transfers of the week, and this week in particular, there's been a lot of big transfers as well as a lot of really good ones. In regards to total transfers, there's not actually been as many as last week, but in regards to quality, there's been a lot of better ones in my opinion this week guys. So before you get any further, as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you'd my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and the comments below, let me know what you think has been the best transfer of the window so far. And remember, if you missed my first video from today, look down below in that description box guys. You know the schedule, 8 MS transfers, and after 9 PM is the second video of the day. So let's jump in straight at number 10, and that's going to be Kolo Touré. It's actually a free transfer from Liverpool to go to Celtic. Now this guy is an absolute legend. He's 35 years old, so he's definitely getting on a bit now. Probably got 1 or 2 seasons left in him, but he's 5'10", medium work rates, right foot, 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. So last season he didn't really play too many minutes, just 1,795 in 26 matches, but when he did come in, he's really good. And during the time last season, I believe he actually got his very first goal for our club against Aston Villa with that header. He went absolutely mental and his celebration was absolutely fantastic. So like I mentioned, free transfer and still valued at £1.7 million. And when you think of Kolo Touré, you may think of just happy things. This guy, he's always smiling, and I imagine is a fantastic player to have in and around the dressing room. He also brings fantastic experience along with him because obviously he's won Premier League titles multiple times with Arsenal. I think he's actually part of the Arsenal Invincible team, and of course with Man City as well. And that experience of morale boost and happiness can actually boost the team even if he is not on the pitch. So last season, like I mentioned, when he played for us, put a fantastic shift. I'm assuming has probably 1 or 2 seasons left in him, and hopefully can help Brendan Rodgers turn it around for after his pretty dodgy start at Celtic. And now in at number 9, we've got the Italian striker Ciro Immobile, now of Lazio from Sevilla. So this guy, he's 26 years old, being born in 1990. He's 6'1", high medium work rates, right foot, 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Last season played 29 games, 1,673 minutes. And during that time, he managed to get 9 goals and 5 assists, and he cost £7.23 million to go to Lazio, as currently valued at 8.5. And most of that valuation still is probably from the season where he had a fantastic year with Torino. And that is just before he made the switch to Borussia Dortmund. So the reasons he's in my top 10 this week then, he's looking to get back to his old form, like I mentioned before, with Torino back in 2014. He was considered a flop at Borussia Dortmund. He didn't really do anything whatsoever, pretty similar to Ramos that went there as well. And I'm not sure if he done anything at Sevilla. So either way, it's not a massive fee, so it's not too much of a risk. And he's gone back to a league where he's definitely comfortable and he knows he can play football. Because last season, I think he went out on loan back to Torino in January and played 14 games, 986 minutes, getting 5 goals and 4 assists. Although to be fair, he only actually scored in 3 of the 14 games because he got 2 braces and obviously 1 single. And if he'll be the main striker at Lazio, I'm assuming he'll do absolutely fine because now Miroslav Klose isn't there. I'm not sure who else they've got. But now we've gone to number 8, and it's a player that honestly I've not seen too much of, but I know he's very highly rated in the Bundesliga. That is going to be Filip Kostic this time, going to Hamburg. So he's born in 1992, making 23 years old. He's 6 foot, high medium work rates, left foot, 2-star weak foot and 4-star skill. He's now 79 rated on head-to-head, but I'm assuming he'll get a bit of an upgrade because he got a TOTS card. I don't usually like having FIFA stuff back up an opinion for real life football, but in regards to this, like I said, I've not watched him too much, and a player when they get a TOTS card, they usually have had a good year. So he made the switch from Stuttgart, I think actually got relegated, to Hamburg, who just avoided relegation, I think for the 2nd year in a row. He's 23 years old, 33 games last season, getting 5 goals and 8 assists. He cost him £11.9 million and is currently valued at 8.5. So this guy was linked to multiple Premier League clubs for a fair while. And in regards to stats, 8 assists and 5 goals for a winger is not bad whatsoever. So he has got some decent stats backing up the fact he has a decent season. And I imagine for FIFA 17, we're a very cheap winger for Bundesliga teams. So he could potentially be in your starter team, linking up to the likes of Halilovic, who has gone to Hamburg as well. Now, number 7 this week, we got Joe Allen, the legend himself, the Welsh Pearler, the Welsh Chavy, whatever you want to call him, going to Stoke City. I'm not gonna lie, I love the picture of chosen for him. I hope he does have that for FIFA 17. But either way, he's called Joseph Michael Allen, born in 1990, making 26 years old again, 5'6", medium work rates, right foot, 3-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. So he's gone from Liverpool to go to Stoke City, and for us last season played 37 games, but the reason I include the minutes played, because that stat is pretty deceiving, because he played 37 games, yes, but he only played 1,748 minutes. And it means one of 2 things. Either means he's been subbed off a hell of a lot or subbed on a hell of a lot. It's actually the second one. He was subbed on a lot last season compared to most other players. He's a very useful sub as well, and I wish he kind of started a few more games. He scored 3 goals and got 3 assists for us last season and cost them £13.5 million. Currently valued at 6.8, but given the market right now for Premier League teams, it's not really too much. I think it's a brilliant signing for Stoke, because if he keeps up his form from the second half of the season, he could be absolutely fantastic for them. On top of that, had a great Euro 2016 with Wales. And the transfer is actually really good for all parties involved, because Liverpool, we got a very good fee out of him. £13.5 million is a decent amount for a player that could potentially be leaving on a free next summer. At Stoke, he'll get first team football. That's fantastic for him, and we couldn't really offer him it. And Stoke get a very reliable player for themselves. And finally, he actually got downgraded downgraded on head-to-head for some reason, so I've actually upgraded him to a 78. He went from a 77 to a 76 for some strange reason, but I think 78 is about right. Now we go on to Luciano Vietto today, making the switch from Atletico Madrid to go to Sevilla. So Vietto is 22 years old, he's 5'8", high-low work rates, right foot, 3-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. And last season he was mainly a bench player, a backup player to Antoine Griezmann and also Fernando Torres. So he played 28 games, and again, it's a deceiving stat because he actually completed 1,425 minutes. And in that time he got 3 goals and 5 assists, and now he's gone to Sevilla on a loan deal. He's currently valued at £11.9 million, just 1 year after he joined Atletico from Villarreal, I think it was, for 20 mil. So he's looking to jumpstart his career after a poor season at Atletico Madrid, hoping to get his Villarreal form back. Because I think at Villarreal, he's got a lot of goals compared to obviously last season. I think it was just 1 in the league. He's looking to jumpstart his career again because, like I said, had a very poor season at Atletico Madrid for his standards. He's still very young, 22 years old. No one can really call him a flop as of yet. I'm not sure if the loan deal either has a permanent option. It potentially could, and if he has a very good season like he did, again, keeps him in Villarreal, but if he has a season like that again, they'll definitely probably buy him on a permanent. And I think it's a player that he won't be a backup at Sevilla, I'm assuming. I think they have brought one more player in today's episode, in fact, and he actually chose them over Barcelona, apparently. But it's an interesting one to have to wait and see. Now, we go on to number 5 this week. That's going to be Alexandre Pato, who's still just 26 years old. He's been around for absolutely ages, going to Villarreal. So like I said, he's 26 years old, he's 5'11", high-low work rates, 3-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. I remember back on FIFA 12, when he was a 5-star skiller, he was absolutely unreal. And he's actually gone from a 79 to an 80 rated card on head-to-head. And that is despite not really playing whatsoever for Chelsea. But he's gone from Corinthians in Brazil to Villarreal, like I keep mentioning. He's played just 2 games last season, 131 minutes, but both of them were for Chelsea. And he did manage to score a goal as well, I think, against Aston Villa. So the fee, just €3 million. I think that's apparently for like 60% of his rights, but still, that's nothing in today's football. And he's still valued at £9.35 million. So this guy, like I said, he's been around for absolute ages. I think he joined AC Milan back when he was like 18 or 19, maybe even younger than that, nearly 10 years ago. He was supposed to be the next big thing, and he's still got the talent there. He just needs to settle down at a club. It's very good business by Villarreal, because if he has a fantastic season, fair play, they've got a great striker out of it for a very, very low fee. But if he has a poor year, they want to sell him on very quickly, they could probably turn over a little bit of profit. I personally want him to do very well because I want him to fulfill that potential he's apparently always had, and he definitely still has it, but at 26 years old, that's not that old really. And finally, those stats where it says 2 games, 1 goal, whatever, and that's actually based on his time at Chelsea. He did play a few games for Corinthians, and I think before that, a lot of games as well last season. But just remember, the Brazilian League itself is on a completely different schedule to us in Europe. Now, number 4 this week, we've got a new one that went through today, and that's going to be Ben Yedder completing the move to Sevilla. So the Frenchman is 25 years old, born in 1990. He's 5'7" with high work rate, which I believe is a little bit different to this year's FIFA. Right foot, 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. He made the switch from Toulouse to go to Sevilla, and he played 41 games last season, 3,348 minutes, getting 23 goals and 5 assists. The fee was £7.65 million. Apparently, that is actually his exact valuation as well. So this guy, I think he's still like a 78 rated or a 79 rated on head-to-head, but I've upped him to an 80. I'm assuming he'll definitely get one because he's gone to a very big club now, and the goals last season are absolutely fantastic. So he's a very good card for FIFA older team. He's going to be probably a cheap player for FIFA 17, and at Camel centre forward, this year at least, he's unplayable. And I'm assuming he'll be even better next year as well, like I mentioned with that potential upgrade. So on FIFA right now, the non-rare card, if you've used it, you know how good it is. And obviously he will get a transfer card on FIFA 16, but FIFA 17 could be a fantastic player for starter squads. He was linked to a move to West Ham just very recently, and I think also Arsenal at one point as well. So a very low fee, £7.65 million for a player that contributed 23 goals last season and 5 assists. That is crazy. And 17 of those 23 goals in fact were in the league for Toulouse, I think actually struggled last season. But I'm very much looking forward to FIFA 17 for him. Now we got to number 3 this week. That's going to MILIK, going to Napoli. So the Polish striker was born in 1994, making him 22 years old. He's 6'1", medium work rates, left-footed, 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. He's made the move from the Eredivisie and in particular Ajax to go to the Serie A club Napoli. And this guy is obviously the replacement for Gonzalo Higuain. And last season, 42 games, 24 goals and 12 assists. So the fee was either £25 million or €30 million plus additional fees, which I'm assuming could take up to like 35. It's currently valued at 10.2. So he hasn't been fully announced yet by either club, but there are pictures of him holding the scarf and stuff, which I showed yesterday in my transfer video. And he's also been wearing the training shirt as well. So I'm assuming could well be announced over the next couple of days. He scored a lot of goals last season in the Eredivisie, but as I say every single time, you can't judge a player necessarily just off that league until they've kind of proven themselves in another one. But either way, I think he'll do well for Napoli, and also he could have had a lot of goals at Euro 2016. And most of the big chances in that tournament actually fell to MILIK instead of Robert Lewandowski, which most people still probably bet their money they'd actually finish him, but unfortunately for him, he did not. But I think he'll be a fine replacement for Higuain. It may take a little bit of time though. It'll be interesting to see how he copes with the pressure and stuff, and finally I imagine he will get an upgrade on FIFA 17, probably to like a 79 or an 80, despite him being 77 rated currently on head-to-head. And in at number 2 this week, we've got Kevin Gameiro going to Atletico Madrid. So this one actually went through today, just like Ben Yedder. So Kevin Gameiro is 29 years old, he's 5'8", medium work rate, right foot, 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. I've given an 81 rated card, but currently on head-to-head, I think he's like 79 rated. As I said before, going from Sevilla to Atletico Madrid, he played 52 games last season, 3,571 minutes, scoring 29 goals and getting 7 assists. He was an integral player for Sevilla in their Europa League success after beating Liverpool in the final, but of course, on the build-up to that, he scored so many goals. And with Vieta going the opposite direction from Gameiro to Sevilla this time from Atletico Madrid, I'm assuming it could be part of the deal. They still had to pay £27 million to get him, it's currently valued at 17. So this guy, I imagine it'll be a massive success at Atletico Madrid, partnering Antoine Griezmann. They obviously also have Fernando Torres, who was in fantastic form towards the end of the season. And now we're going to an absolutely massive one this week for number 1. That's going to be Gonzalo Higuain, making the switch from Napoli to go to Juventus. So Higuain is 28 years old, he's 6 foot tall, high medium work rate, right foot, 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. I've given an 87 rated, but possibly could probably be an 88. So for Napoli last year, had an absolutely fantastic season, and one where I think he broke a few records along the way as well. So 42 games, 3,287 minutes, 38 goals and 3 assists. And the fee paid by Juventus, £75.3 million, or I think 90 million euros. He's valued at £55.25 million, and in fact that 75 mil currently makes him the 3rd most expensive transfer ever. Or soon to be 4th though, given Paul Pogba potentially going to Manchester United. So this guy, it's a very controversial sign because there's been so many comments, in particular from Maradona and also Totti. They've both said how he's gone for money and doesn't really care about Napoli whatsoever. And on top of that, I think also the owner of Napoli, he's been speaking a lot of crap about Higuain as well. I think he called him a snake and stuff like that, but either way, Higuain has made the transfer, so he's a guaranteed goal scorer. He's scored a lot of goals essentially everywhere he's been, and especially in Italy. And in this Serie A alone then, his stats were 35 games, 36 goals and 2 assists just in the league. And in fact, he outscored the 2nd highest goal scorer, which I think was Dybala possibly, by like 14 or 15 goals or possibly even more. And the fact he's 28 years old, just like Kevin Gameiro before, players right now, they can go to like 34 or 35 and still be a high level player. For some reason now, the players obviously, they're much more athletic than they were like 15 years ago. So that guys, is going to be week number 5 of top 10 transfers of the week. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, 1,500 likes be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. The comments below, let me know you think has been the best deal of the week and also the window. And if you missed yesterday's video or today's first video, it'll be down below in that description box, guys. 8 of his transfers, and after 9 PM is the 2nd video of the day. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.